Every human has their own unique Dave number. Your Dave number is a measure of how much Dave likes you. Dave seems to be a fan of all your friends, but no matter how hard you try he still thinks you're a dick. The first time I heard about Dave numbers was at Marcus's welcome party. Aubrey mentioned it casually, like everyone already knew. Dave gave Marcus an 8.7 right off the bat, she said, sipping her wine. That's practically unheard of for a first meeting. I watched Dave across the room, surrounded by his usual crowd of admirers. He caught my eye and his smile flickered, just for a moment, before he turned away. That familiar knot formed in my stomach. What's a Dave number? I asked, trying to sound casual. Aubrey's eyes widened. You don't know about Dave numbers? Everyone has one. It's like how much Dave likes you, on a scale of 1 to 10. He just knows, instantly. It's weird but accurate. Mine's a 9.2. That's not a real thing, I said, but my voice cracked slightly. Ask anyone. Aubrey shrugged. Dave's never wrong about people. It's like he can see right through to who you really are. I spent the next hour watching Dave interact with others at the party. The way people gravitated toward him, how his approval seemed to light them up from within. When he laughed at someone's joke, the whole room felt warmer. Everyone knew their Dave number, and they wore them like badges of honor. Later that night, I cornered Marcus by the snack table. How did you do it? I asked, grabbing a handful of chips I didn't want. Get such a high number from Dave? Marcus looked confused. Do what? I just met him and we clicked. He's a great guy. He glanced over at Dave. What's your number? I stuffed the chips in my mouth to avoid answering, but Marcus waited patiently. 3.4, I finally muttered. His eyebrows shot up. Oh, that's, well, numbers can change, right? They didn't. Over the next 6 months, I tried everything. I brought coffee to meetings Dave attended. I laughed at his jokes, even the ones I didn't get. I volunteered for every project he was involved in. I even started dressing more like him, trading my comfortable hoodies for crisp button-downs. Rachel noticed. Of course, you're obsessing, she said one night, watching me practice my smile in the bathroom mirror. It's not healthy. I'm not obsessing, I said, adjusting my collar for the 5th time. I'm networking. Dave's important in the company. Everyone knows that. When's the last time you wore your favorite sweater? The blue one? I didn't answer. Dave had once made a comment about people who wore worn-out clothes to work. The breaking point came at the company holiday party. I'd spent weeks planning my approach. I'd researched Dave's favorite books, movies, music. I could quote his favorite comedian. I knew which craft beer he preferred. I waited until he was alone at the bar, then made my move. Hey, Dave, that new pale ale from Harrison Brewery, pretty impressive hop profile, right? He turned, that same slight dimming of his smile I'd grown to hate. Oh, hey, yeah, it's good. I actually just finished the book you mentioned in the meeting last week. The one about corporate psychology? Really fascinating take on organizational behavior. Right. He took a long drink. Listen, can we talk for a minute? Outside? My heart leapt. This was at the moment my Dave number would finally improve. I followed him to the parking lot, practicing my active listening face. Look, he said, turning to face me, you need to stop. Stop what? This. He gestured vaguely at me. The hovering, the trying so hard. It's making everyone uncomfortable. I'm not your numbers down to top point tight, he said quietly. The words hit like a physical blow. That's not fair, I said, my voice rising. I've done everything right. I'm nice to everyone. I work hard. I dress well. I'm interested in all the things you're interested in. Why isn't it enough? That's exactly the problem, Dave said. Everything you do feels calculated. You're so focused on getting me to like you that you've completely lost who you actually are. At least when you were being a dick, it was authentic. I stood there, mouth open, as he walked back inside. Through the window, I could see people gathering around him again, drawn to his warmth like moths to a flame. Aubrey caught my eye and quickly looked away. The next morning, I put on my old blue sweater. It was worn at the elbows and had a small coffee stain on the cuff, but it felt like armor. When I passed Dave in the hallway, I didn't try to smile or make conversation. I just nodded and kept walking. Top point 9, he called after me. I didn't turn around, but I felt myself smile a real smile, for the first time in months. It wasn't much of an improvement, but at least it was honest. Rachel was right, I'd lost myself trying to be someone Dave would approve of. The funny thing is, once I stopped trying so hard, people seemed more comfortable around me. Even Aubrey started having lunch with me again. My Dave number never got much higher. Last I heard, it was hovering around 3.2, but I've stopped checking. Some people just aren't going to like you, and that's okay. These days, I'm more interested in my Rachel number anyway. It's a solid 9 point tight, and unlike Dave's arbitrary system, I actually earned that one.